5, we caught up with Gillette Wild Junior coach Brendon Hodge. Haven't seen you since boys varsity tournament last year.
Yeah, it was a big time for us, especially here in Rapid City, to be able to win the state championship again with the guys. Back-to-back state championships was quite the honor to be able to coach with Dick Novak here for a couple of years, and then I was fortunate enough to get an opportunity to kind of further my coaching experience over in Gillette, and it's been a great experience so far for me.
Well, and you actually have one of our South Dakota players over there playing for you, right? Tristan Liebernight?
Yep, Tristan Liebernight, yeah, and he's playing really good hockey this year for us, to be honest with you. He's really stepped up his game. He's a 20-year-old kid, and now my job is to help him get towards college. That's the ultimate goal in any junior level, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. It's college hockey is after that, or college, sorry, excuse me. It's either you're going to play college hockey or you're just getting your education. And the number one thing is your education. And Tristan's playing great hockey right now, and we definitely think that he's got an opportunity to go play maybe D3 hockey or maybe even D2 or club hockey or something and further his hockey career. But yeah, he's playing real good hockey for us.
Yeah. Well, we always enjoyed watching him play and wish we could see him play a little more often. So tell me a little bit about some of the other players that you have up there with the Gillette Wild.
Yeah, we got about 6 or 7 kids actually from the town of Gillette, actually.
That's great.
Yeah. We have a kid, our team captain, Alex King, is playing great hockey as well. We got a number of colleges looking at him right now. Tyler Rebel's there as well, and Preston Fuller. We got like I said, about 6 or 7 guys from Gillette, which helped my recruiting out a little bit easier. And we got a goalie that's coming up right now. He's a 20-year-old kid, Alex Fees. He's from Colorado. His family he has family from South Dakota, actually, to be honest with you. And he's just one of those goalies. He's a special goalie. He's got an opportunity to go and do something very big. He's got a bright future in hockey, which is great to see, especially coming out of a Tier 3 program. You don't really see that too often. You don't see that drive, that passion, and he has it. He has the it factor, just like the Alex King does as well. They have that it factor. Tristan Liebernight has that it factor, and it's kind of tough to find that. Kind of tough to get him out of these 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids sometimes. I'm sure you probably know that.
Yeah, and we've talked to a few of them.
Yeah, but but to see it, and we don't have to force it on them or anything like that. We don't have to force the game. They love the game. It's quite an experience to be around these guys that have that drive. It brings me back to when I was a player. And it's really cool to be around that.
Yeah, well, you got to be proud of seeing the program grow here in Rapid.
Yeah, definitely. It was a tough decision for me, to be honest with you. It really was. I had a great time here coaching with Dick Novak. I learned a lot about how to deal with kids at this age. I'm 37, so I don't have a kid that age yet. So it was kind of a tough experience for me to kind of be able to adapt and talk to those kids and be able to relate with them. And playing pro hockey for 10 years and playing here in Rapid as well for the Rush. And I'm just retired 2 years ago, so I kind of still can relate to them. I know when guys need a day off. I know how to push them and how far I can push them. That's the biggest thing, is how far can you push them before some of them might want to say, all right, it's my last year playing hockey, I'm just going to be done. You don't want to do that, but it's good to be able to be out of the game for just a short little time that I have been from playing. I can still relate to them. I know how to lay off, or sometimes I need a kick in the butt too. But you got to know the difference. You got to know where to be in the middle of it all. And so we're still learning as I go.
You got to push them a little bit. Everybody has to be pushed a little bit more than they're comfortable, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. My philosophy is, a kick in the butt is okay sometimes, but a pat in the back and will go a lot further. But also, we're teachers too. We're trying to teach the game. My assistant coach and I, we love the game. We respect it so much, and that's what we're trying to get out of these guys. Love the game, have fun at it. But you also gotta realize that hockey is a reward for doing good in school or doing good at your job or something. It's a reward. Number one thing is the education. That's what you got. That's the number one thing out of anything you're doing, is the education.
Now, where are you, when you're recruiting? Where do you go to do most of your recruiting at?
Oh well, we focused in quite a bit, and I kind of focus in the kids that I coached here the last couple of years. I talked to them a little bit, and some of them decided to go elsewhere. Like Brooks Mitzel, and they decided to go to Sioux Falls to play hockey. Which these kids are making tough decisions at 18, 19, and 20 years old. So I respect the decision process. This year we're going to be spreading our wings quite a bit. I'm going to Alaska in March to go scout there. We'll be hitting all the big camps in Denver and Colorado, and all throughout Colorado. We'll be going going into probably Texas to look at some of the kids down there. And we've had kids on our team from Arizona. We have had kids on our team from Florida. So I mean, junior hockey is across country now. It's not just, you can't just centrally locate yourself in South Dakota or Wyoming. It's, you got to be able to spread your wings and go, across country.
Yeah, the hockey world is getting smaller and smaller, isn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. It's, I always credit that to Wayne Gretzky when he got traded from Edmonton to LA, and that kind of brought hockey basically everywhere. I mean, as soon as he went to LA, the whole NHL expanded to all throughout California, Florida, Arizona, these places. So it's definitely a big world out there. And our job is you got to tell these kids, hey, we're not just centrally locating ourselves in South Dakota. There's players in North Dakota. There's players in Michigan. There's players in Minnesota. So these kids, it's a tough world for them right now to be able to even get into just a tier 3 level. It's a tough world. It's a tough competition, but that's what makes the game so fun.
And they do have a lot of tough decisions that they have to make, but that's part of why we love the sport so much, is that dedication and commitment that a player has to have if they want to continue to play.
Yeah, definitely. And I was lucky enough to play 10 years professional hockey, but that's not a written path for everybody. I went to a D3 college. I went to Plattsburgh State University, and I got lucky. A guy watched me for a couple years and gave me a shot, and then I had to prove myself to stay there. So it's a tough challenge for these kids. Tough decisions coming up for sure. And it's probably the first time some of these kids are making a decision in life. Usually it's mom and dad are trying to persuade them to go somewhere. And now it comes down to them. They're 18 years old. They're 19 years old, and it's it's time that they got to make the decision. And then our job is when they get to us, it's we got to get them prepared for college life.
College, ongoing good decisions.
Yeah, and in college, you got to cook your own food sometimes. You got to do your own laundry. You got to get yourself up for class. So we try to push these kids, and we try to let them know, hey, we're not going to be there to hold your hand. You got to do your things. You got to be able to make your own decisions and get yourself up and get yourself ready to play these games. Because we would love to be able to be in their shoes. I would love to be in their shoes, and I would love to be able to play like they are right now.
If you know what you know now and do what they're doing. Right?
Exactly. Do I ever say that? Quite a bit. I say that quite a bit. Almost every day I say that. So, but it's a great experience. I hope some of these kids will definitely take it serious about pursuing their hockey career. It's a fun sport. We loved it, but like I said numerous times already in this interview, it's the number one thing is education. You're going to college. The next step's college, and either get your education or you're getting your education and playing hockey. It's a tough world out there. It's a tough world, and that's what we're trying to get them ready for. The real world will sometimes get out there, and it'll really grab you sometimes. If you're not prepared for it, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, it's always good seeing you, Coach. Looking forward to hopefully one of these days seeing your Wild team. Of course, you're not only across the state but over the next state line. But keep us posted on how our South Dakota kids are doing there, if you would.
Yeah, I definitely will. And hopefully we can have some more South Dakota kids playing for us next year. That'd be great. And that's something I'd be proud about, because I did coach a few of them, and I've obviously coached against a few of them too. So I like to see them maybe be on my side this time.
Yeah.
So no, it's a great experience, and thank you very much for everything you guys do here. It's a great little thing you guys do, and I know Dick Novak and I always talked about how great it was that you guys were there for the state championship and everything. It was just it's a great thing you guys are doing. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you. We love to watch them play, and we know everybody else does too.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Coach.